Complete the standard form equation representing the quadratic relationship displayed above. B and C are constants. And what I missed when I was reading this is consider the table below. And on video number 5, if you're watching my videos, I was able to help come up with the value A in our vertex form of equation. I can't do that on this one. I think I can still use Desmos to help, but it's going to be a long video, just to warn you. And I started off, and I did type in that table into Desmos, and when we take a look at this table, what we can see is the vertex of this particular problem. And what it is this value is 213. So that's helpful, and I'm going to use that value because this is the equation for vertex form. Eventually what we want to end up with is we want to end up in standard form, which just makes this equation longer. But to start off, I'm going to use V for vertex. Your Algebra 2 teacher will probably use that symbolism as well. And then I'm going to add momentum here for a second, and I'm going to pick another point off the table. And to be honest, the easiest point to use is the point 0.11. Sorry, 0.5, because it has a 0 in it. So I'm going to use that point 0.5. And what this is in the vertex, this is H, this is K, this is X, this is Y. And we're going to put those Y, so we're going to fill in 5. We're trying to find A in this equation. X is 0 minus H, which is 2. 5 equals A times negative 2 squared plus 13. And negative 2 squared means negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. And then we can subtract 13 from both sides. So we get negative 8 equals A times 4. By the way, you could have written it as 4A. When we divide both sides by 4, we end up with A equals negative 2. So our vertex form then is Y equals negative 2 times X minus 2 squared plus 13. Might be nice if you can see it. I'm putting the values of H in the equation. I'm not putting the values of X and Y back into the equation. And if we flip over to Desmos here and we fill that in, negative 2, parentheses, and then it's X minus 2 squared plus 13. Notice how that black quadratic does. So we're in the right, so far we're correct in our work. But what we have to do to finish this problem, and even though I've used a whole page, is we have to write our answer in standard form. In standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. If we want to get technical, it's y equals, and Edmonton writes f of x equals, is we're going to multiply this out. And remember that squared means times itself. So this is x minus 2 times x minus 2 plus 13. And what I'm going to recommend is that we multiply this part out first. So we still have this negative 2, but when we double distribute our FOIL, x times x is x. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And negative 2 times negative. We don't have to, but we can combine like terms here. And we get y equals negative 2, and we get x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus 13. And then finally, we can distribute, and it's actually not quite the last step. because I think we may have a like term to deal with. But we get negative 2x squared. 2 times negative 4x is positive 8x. And negative 2 times positive 4 is negative 8. Plus 13. Negative 2x squared minus 8x. When we combine like terms, we get plus 5. And I also want to type that into decimals, just to make sure. Y equals negative 2x squared minus 8x plus 5. And it looks like I've done something wrong, because we should, that's a darn it, is all I can say. I had to pause for a minute, and it's just a matter that I copied something down wrong. This, we have negative 2x squared, but then we have plus 8x. My mistake. And that's the nice thing here, is I would have missed it on Edmentum, but if I go back now and fix that to the plus 8x, then that red graph lands on the negative 2x squared plus 8x plus 5.